Ever witnessed family drama that left everyone speechless? A few years back, at my cousin's wedding, we witnessed what could only be described as the ultimate family showdown. My cousin comes from a pretty wealthy family, and while most of them get along, there's always been a bit of tension between my cousin's mom and her brother, our Uncle Rick. See, Uncle Rick always felt like he deserved more of the inheritance, and that resentment had been building for years. Anyway, during the wedding reception, Uncle Rick had a little too much to drink and decided it was the perfect time to air his grievances. He got up during the toasts, tapped his glass, and said he had a few words to share. Everyone thought he was about to congratulate the couple, but instead, he went into a speech about how certain people in the family had taken more than their fair share and had always been selfish with family money. At first, people chuckled, thinking it was a bad joke, but he kept going, calling out my cousin's mom directly. The room went silent. My cousin's mom, who was sitting at the front table, tried to keep her composure, but you could see the anger in her face. She finally stood up and said, "Rick, this isn't the time or the place," but he wouldn't back down. He started listing off every injustice he'd felt since their parents passed, and going back decades, and was getting louder with every point. Finally, my cousin's dad stepped in, telling him to sit down or leave. That's when Uncle Rick yelled, "Fine, maybe I will leave, but I'm taking what's mine." He stormed over to the gift table and tried to grab one of the envelopes, assuming it was stuffed with cash for the bride and groom. My cousin's dad intercepted him, and they started shoving each other right in front of the guests. The best man had to get involved, and, eventually, a couple of friends helped drag Uncle Rick out of the venue, while he yelled about being cheated out of his fair share. Later, we found out that Uncle Rick wasn't even in any financial trouble. He was just holding on to bitterness over a disagreement about inheritance from years ago. The wedding went on, but the vibe was awkward, to say the least. I don't think anyone in the family will ever forget that night, and I haven't seen Uncle Rick at a single family gathering since.